What's poppin', besties? It's your girl J Monroe, and I am back at it again with another vlog. And this is episode 3 of my new series, Diaries of a Miss 20-something. And today we're doing something a little bit different. As y'all can see, I'm in my car. I didn't forget, but for some reason I just didn't want to start the video in my room. Like, I wanted to already be in the car where I was about to go to, so that I could just get out the car and like continue the video. So as you guys read by the title, wait, hold up, is this on my camera? I'm sorry, this is why another reason I don't record in my car is just the lighting never really, I don't know, I never really like it. But as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be detoxing myself, like spiritually and physically. I'm detoxing myself physically in order to detox myself spiritually. I'm about to start fasting. I have never ever in my life fasted before, intentionally, ever. So I'm kind of nervous. I decided to do this last week, and I like kind of pushed it off for a week so that I didn't like decide and then just jump right into it. I wanted to take my time to like research and make sure I had an idea of what I was getting into before I just like jumped into it. So this is officially the first day. Today is Monday, September 18th, and it is 1:18 p.m. First off, let's talk about how originally I had planned to be out of the house at 11 a.m. So yeah, we see how that worked out. But I'm gonna be eating only fruits and vegetables for an entire week. So I'm gonna stop on Sunday, and I'm kind of nervous, you guys. Not nervous, but I really don't know what to expect. I already can feel myself wanting to eat meat or wanting to eat something else, and I feel like that's just my brain wanting something because I know I'm trying to not do it. And basically what I'm trying to do with this fast is just really get closer to God. I've been saying this in a lot of my videos that I really just want to get more sound spiritually and just build my relationship with God. And I was actually talking at my last wax appointment while I was talking to my waxer. She was telling me about how she was fasting and how she does it to like get closer to God and basically show God what she's willing to sacrifice. But we just had a whole conversation about fasting, and at the time when we were talking about it, I was like thinking about doing it, but you know how like you're thinking about doing something but you're not actually about to like, okay, I'm gonna do it this day, I'm gonna start. I hadn't actually put any thoughts or plans into motion. It was just like an idea I had like lingering in my head. And then that same day I had saw like a TikTok about fasting, and I don't know, something about it just really, maybe it was how aesthetic she made all the fruits and stuff she was eating look, but something about it made me decide like, okay, I want to do this and I'm ready to do this. And after that, I just feel like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, personally I feel like God speaks to me through my social media feed. Like, call me crazy, maybe it's just my phone, because you know, of course I know how the algorithm works. Once you watch a certain type of video, it'll show you other videos like that. But for some reason, like, you ever scroll across a feed, like a sermon on social media or just somebody talking about God on social media, and for whatever reason what they're saying is just hitting like it's hitting the spot for you. Like, you almost feel like you told them, like you had talked to them and told them your life, and they're actually talking to you. And me personally, I believe that like that can't be a coincidence. So a couple days later, once I had decided that, okay, on this day I'm gonna start my fast and, you know, just see what becomes of it, because truthfully I don't know what really is supposed to happen when you fast. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know, of course, there are people in the Bible who have fasted for 30 days. I don't know if I'm ready for 30 days, maybe next time. But you know, I do know that it is something that people say brings you closer to God, and you know, it doesn't hurt to try. And I do think that God realizes when you are trying to further your relationship and you're taking the extra step and you're doing these things to show him that like you want to make your relationship with him better. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know what I want to happen. True, like, I'm kind of just going into this not blindly, but blindly, because I don't even know what outcome I want from this. But I kind of got sidetracked. So back to the video I saw, it was this girl, and she was talking about how her and her sister had started fasting, and she was saying how at first they wanted to do 7 days, and every time they got to their last day, they kept pushing it back and saying they just felt this urge to like keep going, and they felt their spirit telling them to keep going. And I think she said they have reached like 20 days. She might have actually said 30, but I think she actually said 20 days, so, or 21, which I think is like 3 weeks if my math is right. But, and she was just saying, she was like, God led me to put this message out here. And I'm sorry that I'm gonna tongue tie y'all, because I'm trying to remember exactly how she worded it, but the gist of what she said was that blessings would come for her obedience, and that God recognizes your obedience and it doesn't go unseen, and that fasting is a form of obedience, and yada yada yada. But I'm just saying that to say that that is what led me to decide to do this. That was pretty much just a long-winded way of me saying why I decided to do this, because y'all are probably like, girl, where the hell did this come from? And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but one, I've definitely decided to kind of, I guess, change the vibe of my content. Or I know you guys have noticed my content has been a little bit more spiritual. I'm constantly talking about alignment. I'm talking about my vibrations, doing things like going out, sitting in the park, painting. I'm probably gonna paint again at some point during this vlog, but all this other stuff that I used to do. And I do feel like that's something that God has led me to do. Like, while I was praying one day, I just remember feeling like my channel wasn't growing because it didn't have a purpose, or I wasn't using my channel for its purpose yet. And that was why God wasn't allowing me to grow in the ways that I wanted to see it grow. And I feel like now that I'm starting to show myself getting more closer to God spiritually, and just change myself and evolve, and eventually I want to start showing you guys like more of my business aspect when I do relaunch my business and my career, and just really show, like, be a role model, kind of, or not a role model, but be somebody that people can relate to. Or maybe if some of you are out there and you guys are working on your spiritual journey and you kind of don't really know like which way to go, like, sometimes it can help to watch somebody who's doing the same thing as you, or is kind of on the same journey as you. Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the creators I watch, like, her name's Chanel, but I can't remember the name of her channel. Damn, I wish I could remember it so I could shout her out, because I actually love her content. But a lot of her content is about like her, and she talks about getting close with God a lot. She goes on picnics and reads the Bible and stuff like that. And since I've been on my spiritual journey, it motivates me to watch somebody else like kind of do something similar. I'm sorry y'all, that got really long-winded, but more, I'm outside of Wegmans and I'm about to go grocery shopping and get these fruits and these vegetables. I told my mother about it. My mother is doing it with me. I think my father is doing it too, but they're more so doing it. My mother's trying to lose weight, and so is my dad. So my mom's gonna do hers for the whole month. So she gave me like a couple vegetables that she wants. She don't know what she want to eat. She was like, just get some fruits, get whatever, but she is gonna do it with me. So that did make it easier that I'm not the only person in my household only eating fruits and vegetables, because I feel like if I was the only one, it would be so much harder for me not to crack. I might crack because of my little sister. Of course, we're not gonna force her to fast because we're all fasting. So my mom was like, she'll still be eating out and eating fast food, and I feel like that's gonna be the real test of like, am I gonna be able to do this? Like, am I gonna be able to not ask for a #1 no pickles with a side of fries when I see my little sister coming in with some Chick-fil-A nuggets? Like, I'm about to not eat nothing. Like, I'm not getting no chips, no, none of that. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, walk out with some fruits, some cucumbers and shit. Like, what the fuck? What did I just get myself into?
Are you on your way? Are you coming soon to me? No parking in the bay, so I'ma send an Uber to your place. It's my secret safe, safe with just you and me. We can't leave a trace. This is my favorite mistake.
Dun, 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 dun. So it is. I don't know why I just did that little whatever I just did, but it's later on in the evening. I just got back from work and then I did some editing. I just edited my morning and night routine video, so make sure that you tune into that if you haven't seen it already. But currently it is 8:30 p.m. and I'm getting ready to like clean my room a little bit. I'm not gonna completely clean my room, but I am gonna clean like the majority of it, because one, I would just installed a wig, like this wig right here, and every time after I do my hair, my vanity is always a mess. And two, I can't, like, you know the saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. I just can't function right, or not that I can't function right, but it just always throws me off when my room isn't clean. And especially since I'm like detoxing and fasting and, you know, doing all of this stuff that's good for my body, it only makes sense to clean my room, you know. So I'm just gonna get all of that off my vanity, and that's pretty much the main part that I have to do. I also need to like clean off my nightstand a little bit, like wipe it down and everything, but other than that, my room is pretty much clean after I take my trash out. Today all I ate was literally celery and water, and at first I was a little bit hungry, but now I kind of feel better. I really don't feel that hungry. The celery helped me a little bit, but then again, it's only day one, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, if I'm gonna be starving, if I'm gonna be okay. But well, not starving, but you know what I mean, if I'm gonna really start to feel the hunger kicking into me. But I was watching this video, and I think it was Kevin Gates, and he was talking about how he fasts, and when he does fast, he like those moments when you feel hungry and those moments where you start to like feel like, oh my god, like I need to eat, like just pray it off. So that's what I'm gonna do. I did that earlier because I was starting to crave like food. Like I just wanted like just something, like I don't know. And I think it's just the fact that I'm trying not to eat is what's making me want to eat even more. But that's neither here nor there. I'm feeling pretty okay now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and clean my room. I'm gonna try to get to bed early because I want to get up early tomorrow morning. So let's get to cleaning. Hey, what's going on, you guys? So, Lord, this quick disclaimer: ignore this bruise underneath my eye. Hurts really bad, but I'm gonna try not to focus. Yesterday it made my eye like kind of swollen. Today it's kind of like going down or starting to get a little bit better or whatever. So let me give you guys a quick update. So I think the last day you guys saw me was Monday. Today is actually, where's my phone? Okay, I don't know where my phone is, but today is Wednesday. The last time you guys saw me, I think I had like cleaned my room and I had went grocery shopping to get all the fruits I was gonna eat. That day I did fast. All I ate was like celery. Yesterday I did pretty good. I didn't drink enough water, so I was getting like very lightheaded and like dehydrated. So the only thing that I had that day was I'd had like a little bit of chicken and rice. And when I say a little bit, y'all, I mean a little bit. So I do think that I'm going to kind of, I don't want to say end the fruit fast today, because as you guys know, I am also still like trying to gain weight, like in the gym. Like which is why I've been lifting weights, going to the gym to gain weight. And I was talking to my father and he says if you do go to 7 days, like you will lose weight. Like it's no way around it, you are going to lose weight, which is actually what I don't want to happen. So today I'm gonna eat some fruits, make an infused water, and I'm gonna eat at Kava. What I am about to do right now is, just because I'm kind of not completely fasting the same way that I had planned, I'm still gonna do everything I had planned to do as far as taking time out of my day to read my Bible, like spend time in nature while it's still warm outside, because as y'all know, like it's September. So this is probably the last month I'ma have of me like being able to go and sit outside, because I live in the DMV, y'all, and once in October lately it kind of stays a little bit warm, like it's not too cold. By like November, December, it's cold, and I am not a person for the cold. Like I do not like the cold. Once the cold weather's here, y'all probably will not see me outside. Like I do not like going out in the cold. Oh, that feels good. I do not like it in any way whatsoever. So once it's like colder outside, y'all probably won't be seeing my ass outside no more. So I want to enjoy the warm weather while it's still here. It's like 70 degrees today, which is why I'm gonna go sit outside. I was gonna drive to the park, but I decided not to, just because I don't really have a reason, just because I want to be lazy. And the back of my house is literally like, it's like trees and stuff in the back of my house, so I feel like I could just go sit in my backyard and hopefully face away from my house, and I'll feel like I'm at the park. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have like a little solo picnic in my backyard. I'm gonna take some time to Bible study, probably journal a little bit, and of course eat my fruit while I'm out there. I think I'm gonna make like peaches or something, like a little fruit bowl and some infused water. I've actually been meaning to start drinking infused water for a while now. I just haven't actually gotten around to like taking the time to make it and drink it. So even after like this week is up and I end like this fast or like this health kick or whatever, I'm still gonna like keep drinking my infused waters. And a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm gonna take it like along with me, like as my fast goes on or whatever. So let's go, you know, make our little breakfast. Well, not really breakfast, this is kind of like more so like lunch a little bit. It's kind of like lunch kind of, because it's like midday. So I'm gonna go make my little fruit lunch, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys some more once I'm sitting outside and eating. But I am hungry, so
thank you for wanting a verse from me. Apologies for the wait, sometimes it's hard to get the distractions up off you. For enough time to jot your thoughts, but fuck it, this morning I got to. I'm thinking about you. I heard you just had you another little baby. Congratulations. I hope you got through it with no complications. I find it amazing the way that you juggle your kids, the biz, the fame, the bitches that's hating. They sit around waiting for you to fall off like the album I'm making. But I hope that you taking a little time for yourself. Still in a moment or two to unwind between the hectic sounds of your precious baby crying. Do you clear your mind? Must be a lot going on. I hear it in all of your songs. Niggas been doing you wrong. Barely been doing you wrong. On days you feeling like you on your own. I wrote this for you to put on. Thank you for sharing your light, your voice, and writing a beautiful poem. Session 32 bring me to tears. Be getting choked up when I hear it. Seem like I keep crying off so much since a nigga had these kids. And I don't know what it is that made me so sensitive. More than I already was. But never mind that, I'm back. I'm sending you this little audio hug. And hopes that you smile, forgetting the stress that piles from all the above. The more that we hurt, the harder we love. As soon as it's gone, we gotta re-up. It's just like a drug. If people knew half of the pressure, they know that it's hard to be her. I'm sending you SZA and Ari, my love. Y'all holding us down, y'all holding the crowns. You ever need something from me, don't hesitate, please. Just hit me and I'll be around. I'm gone.
Guys, so as you can see, I'm outside and it's a lot hotter than I expected it to be. I'm really just sitting outside my house, but my fruit salad came out really good. Like, it's so pretty and it tastes really good. I put some tahini seasoning on top just to like kind of add a little spice to it, because I've never put tahini on like strawberries and kiwis and like peaches and stuff, but I've had like tahini and mango from, you know, like those little Spanish shops, and they be good. Probably gonna sit out here and relax for a little bit, enjoy the sunlight. I brought my Bible out so that I can read it. I got my Lilo and Stitch cup. This is really my little sister's, but I love Stitch, so I kind of took it. Like, this whole week since I've been fasting, I really haven't been like going out, haven't been answering my phone, I haven't been texting back, haven't been calling people. Like, I just really wanted to take some space and kind of just like isolate myself from the world. Like, not completely, like of course I still like kind of post just to keep up with like my posting schedule and everything, but I don't spend a lot of time like scrolling on social media. I've just been trying to like take a step back. I feel like it's been really good for me because I was listening to this sermon and he was saying that when God isolates you, it's because he's trying to transform you. Like, think about he used the example of like a caterpillar when it turns into a butterfly. Like, we all know how that goes. A caterpillar starts off as like a little caterpillar, and then it makes its shell thingy, and then when it comes out, it's a butterfly. But before the caterpillar can become a butterfly, it has to be completely alone. When it goes into that little shell, it goes into that shell alone, like with nobody else, and it just spends time by itself until it's ready to come out and be its true form and be a butterfly. And a lot of times the same thing has to happen with us. When you're about to transform and you're about to become a newer and better version of yourself, you have to go through like an isolation period. You have to be alone for a certain amount of time, and maybe a week, maybe a month, or maybe 6 months. Who fucking knows? But it has to happen. So I've been out here for I think almost an hour, not a whole hour, and then definitely close to it. But I was just kind of laying down and like looking at the sky and just taking everything in, which was actually like a lot more peaceful than I thought it would be. And I was reading my Bible earlier. Sorry y'all, I'm sweating. It's actually like kind of hot out here. But I was reading my Bible. I was reading the book of Proverbs. I'm trying to like, I don't want to say I don't know if I'm ever going to read my whole Bible, but I'm definitely trying to get into reading it more. At first I started off with Psalms. I didn't finish Psalms. I'll probably go back to it later. But I went to Proverbs, and a lot of it was actually really helpful for me, like what I read today. So what I read was basically about like wisdom. And in the book, or in the like passages that I was reading, wisdom is referred to a lot as a woman, like referred to as a her. And in comparison to wisdom, let me get on my preaching stuff so I can make sure that I'm not about to quote this wrong. Wisdom was referred to as a woman, and a lot of times in the passage, woman was compared to an immoral woman or a seductress. And basically, I'm not gonna like repeat to y'all everything I read because it was a lot, but basically what I took from it is how important it is to make sure that as a woman you carry wisdom, and how you carry yourself and conduct yourself as like a woman of God is very important, because it was saying how men should search for a wise woman and shouldn't be tempted by like an immoral woman. It was saying how immoral women are very seductive, their lips are sweet as honey, like they're basically saying an immoral woman could easily seduce you, but she'll lead you down the wrong path, whereas a wise woman will lead you towards God and she'll make your life better. And it talks about how she will make him a king, and how a wise woman is more precious than jewels and worth more than silver and things like that. And I feel like that was like very kind of actually that's good for me to read right now, because I don't want to say that I would consider myself like immoral in any way, but I do feel like a lot of times as women in this day and age, it could be really easy, especially if you spend a lot of time on social media, or if you are like an influencer like me, it can be very easy to kind of get sucked into like the whole, oh, everybody want, you know, fuck a rich nigga, get a bag, da 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 da, do this, do that. But it's like at the end of the day, that's not gonna, you're not gaining anything, or you're not really doing anything good for yourself by doing that. Like, of course it's easy to just post a picture with your ass out and go viral, or to, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is it's very easy as a woman to use your like seductive ways to get what you want. Like if I wanted a freaking, I don't know, if I wanted a Chanel bag like right now, today, trust me, it would not be hard for me to get it. If I wanted a Chanel bag, I could easily go find a rich nigga and fuck him and get him to buy me whatever I want. Like, that's easy. And I feel like a lot of them don't realize that's the easy route to get what you want, to get material objects. But it's like, at the end of the day, where does that lead you? Nowhere. At the end of the day, what have you gained? You've gained nothing but materials. You've gained nothing but things that will fuel your ego. And also, you've done nothing for that man. You've done nothing but pull that man into spending his money and having meaningless sex with you. You've done something meaningless to gain something even more meaningless, if that makes sense. The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't, I'm sorry. But if you get it, it's because I'm talking to you. And this is, you know, something you need to hear. But if you choose to then be like a wiser woman and go about things the right way and conduct yourself the right way, yeah, it may seem like on the outside you're not obtaining the same things or the same materialistic items that other women are, or at least not in the same time frame or the same way that they are, but you're still choosing a more righteous route, and God favors things like that. He favors women that don't just throw their body around like it's nothing, because it's not nothing. Your time is valuable as a woman. Your energy is valuable as a woman. Who you choose to allow to, what man you choose to allow in your presence, and who you allow to get, you know, that kitty cat means something. That's pretty much all I had to say. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside because, like I said, I'm hot. I think I'm gonna eat kava today. I might get like a little bit of chicken on it, just because kava is still healthy. I do want a little bit more hearty on my system. Like I said, I don't want to lose too much weight, so I think I'm gonna just go ahead and eat some kava today. So I'm getting ready to go to Kava, and I already placed my order online. So what I get is the Greensboro with brown rice, hummus, grilled chicken, cucumbers, the pita chips, and a brownie, and that's it. Hey you guys, so I'm gonna end this video off right here. I just wanted to come and close it out with you guys. What did I want to say? Oh, so after fasting, I did kind of want to give you guys like how it worked out for me, or how my fasting went, since I'd never really closed the video out. But I did receive some of, I guess, like the mental clarity that I was looking for. I definitely feel proud of myself for making it through. I think I went 4 days, I don't think they were consecutive, because I did eat one day, but I did about a 4-day fast. Today is Friday, by the way, and yeah, today's Friday. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. I feel like it definitely taught me a lot of discipline, and I do feel as though it just kind of, like I said, it gave me mental clarity. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of something that you do need to like experience, but especially after that day where you guys saw me have a picnic, that day I really just kind of like, I just relaxed. Especially while I was outside, I read my Bible, I laid down and just like looked up at the sky and looked at the clouds, which I haven't done since I was like a kid, but it was so relaxing to me to just kind of sit and be in the moment and just kind of relax and allow myself to be at peace. So I definitely am glad that I decided to fast. I will probably do this again. I don't know when, I don't know for how long, and or any of that now, but I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We have made it to episode 3 of my Diaries of a Miss 20 something. I'm enjoying this series so far. I don't know where like I want to take it, like what I want my other videos to be about, but I guess we'll see as this goes along. And I want to say, for those of you that are trying to, you know, work on your relationship with God and just get more sound spiritually, or if you're on your healing journey, I just want to say, from me to you, if nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you. I know that healing is like a long and hard process, and it's not always what it appears to be on the outside. It's not always what social media makes it out to be. It's definitely not all roses and rainbows if you're really like doing your shadow work and healing your inner trauma. You know, it could be hard. So if nobody's told you yet today, I'm proud of you. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.